Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway and towing the slab. Pablo Lopez. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go? Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. That one finds the zone, and we're underway here this afternoon. And now the 0-1. And there's the strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The pitch.
Ball.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Trey Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that's way high. Ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Bryce Harper in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That one at the knees for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher.
Got it, swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side into first. Phillies down in order. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Pitching in our game today, Zach Wheeler. What do you have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Willie Castro, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next offering in there for a strike. And 1-1. late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
1-2.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Marsh makes the grab, one away. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's Carlos Correa. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. That misses off the outside edge.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. That to right. Castellanos brings it in with a nice running grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Trevor Larnach stands in now and watches strike one.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And that misses. And the count is 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. Outside corner, there's a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's Byron Buxton.
The center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Two outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. And there's a ball. And that's a little bit high. Now 2-2.
2-2.
And that's too high.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Twins wind up stranding one, scoreless after one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Lopez back to work. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Wallner makes the grab, one down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And here comes Alec Boehm. That misses, and that is ball one. Bohm, the third overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. On the ground, Lewis slings to first in time. Two outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Max Kepler. That one outside, and that's ball one.
1-0.
Second inning here, no score. Swing and a foul out of play. Just missed.
2-1.
Swing and a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. That missed by a lot. And that's ball three. Swings and misses, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Twins, Matt Wallner. Pitch is in there. Strike one. High fly ball down the left field line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Just misses with that one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Stays alive. Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And a swing and a miss. One gone here.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Royce Lewis. Just missed.
Out.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Kepler ranging back. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Ty France in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And that's outside. And it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for the Twins. We'll move to the third with no score. Back at Target Field. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. Here's the speedy catcher, JT Realmuto. Inside and
ball.
it's 1-0. Realmuto, a former All-Star, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was a third-round pick back in 2010.
That's excellent location on the fastball
1-1.
right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Next offering
2-1.
way off the plate. And that's outside.
Full count.
Hard hit right side. On to France. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
The second baseman, Bryson.
This is Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. It's in and out of his glove, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
The center fielder, number 16,
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. In there at the knees. That's strike one. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. And that one
That's
upstairs.
That's the ball.
And Schwarber strikes out. So one hit is all they get. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. Late swing, foul to the left. Next offering is fouled back. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And ball one.
1-2.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, the catcher,
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. That was the sweeper, but it missed. One down, base is empty.
That's down. That's a ball.
Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. And that one ripped to left. Kepler brings it in. And there's 2 away.
now back, the designated hitter.
Back to the top of the lineup, Willie Castro, the next twin up to hit. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to first. Takes it himself, and the Twins go 1-2-3. Twins retired in short order, and we are still scoreless. Back in Minnesota, and now Trey Turner. That one is upstairs.
You know, these Phils just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
To first, and they get Turner for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Bryce Harper to the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Smoked on the ground to second. And that quickly 2 away.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Castellanos stands in now, looks at that one inside. And another ball.
2-0.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That ball's carrying. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. It's 1-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there, and the hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Grounded out his first time. That's a ball.
That's a ball.
Tried the
Outside.
sweeper. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. The 1-1. And that's in there at the knees. Swings over the top of that one. In the dirt. Gets to it. On to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom four. Now Correa up to hit.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time. And a quick out, number 1.
The left fielder, number 9, Trevor.
Here's Trevor Larnach. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. And downstairs.
No, that's down. Ball.
Next offering upstairs.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Count is full.
Two outs. Outside, and it's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So up next, Matt Wallner.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Way high with that one. Ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Wheeler with a throw over. Buxton back in there. Out towards right center. That's well struck. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Here comes Buxton flying around third. He'll score easily.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, You're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. Fly to left his first time. Sweeper connects with the outside part of the plate for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Castellanos squeezes it, and the inning is over. And the Twins plate one on the double. All even at one apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We go to the top of the fifth. Max Kepler at the plate.
Max Kepler.
Lopez back to work. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fought off foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Real Muto batting with one down takes a strike.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now Bryson Stott 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. There's a strike.
0-1.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He sends it into the second deck, and the Phillies take the lead. It's 2-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Waste no time there. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
So the batting order turns over. And now for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
0 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. Man at second.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Twins, Ty France. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Now Brooks Lee. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Grounds one to short. Turner sends it to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Well, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
So 2 down now, and here is Ryan Jeffers. Fouled off left side. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And they trail it here 2-1. Top of the 6th inning. Leading off, Trey Turner. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Turner, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. 1-1 is fouled off. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Here's Bryce Harper. That one clips the outside corner. It's 0-1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Next offering down in the dirt. That one missed.
2-1.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Drops into the glove. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He's already homered here in this one. That clips the corner. And a foul ball. Two outs. And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. The sliding play it short. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Willie Castro. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
0-1.
And 1-2.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missing inside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And it's filled up.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Carlos Correa in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Line drive. Gets down. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And here comes Carlos Correa. 0 for 2 in this one. That pitch clips the outside corner. 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The shortstop takes the ball. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach. 1 for 2. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
That one misses. 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Orion Kerkering up and loosening in the pen. Strom, a left-hander, also throwing. Castro, the lead runner, out at second. Correa at first with no outs. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That's in there, and it's 2-1 now. Just off the inside edge.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. No outs, runners at first and second. Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
New pitcher now, Joe Ross.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. He's 0 for 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That misses, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
One out. Runners at first and second. Swings and misses. And the count's full.
Full count.
And that'll load the bases.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. Golden opportunity right here. That misses. Ball one. And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And that one is inside.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
That catches the top part of the zone, and the count is 3-1.
3-1.
That clips a corner.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
One out, base is full. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Lewis in the box now, takes strike one. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
Ball, that's low.
A little bit low. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Out towards right center field. Marsh sizes this one up. Makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. Twins strand a pair. And our score remains 2-1. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Digging in, Alec Bohm.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Nasty pitch right there. Strike one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Griffin Jacks preparing to come on if needed. Sands also throwing. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now pitching for
Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Danny Coulombe.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now batting Max Kepler. Upstairs.
That missed. That's a ball.
And that's ball one. Fastball for a strike. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Lewis hauls it in, and there's one away.
now batting the catcher, JT Realmuto.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
The next offering misses. 2-0.
2-0.
And that
No,
one
that's down. Ball.
cutting but missing down low. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 3-1. Bohm leads off first with one away. And that's a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And ball four to a board.
The batter number 5, second baseman Bryson Stott.
And now here is Bryson Stott. It was a homer for him back in the fifth. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
Right through there for a strike.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
And the lefty with the 0-1. And that is out of play. Pitch misses. Now 1-2.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
That's inside. Ball.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2.
The batter, the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. That's in there. 0-1.
Getting a little
No ball,
frustrated
one
with the strike zone.
Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
First and second, 2 down. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Phillies leave a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Orion Kerkering.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now for the Twins, Ty France. Up and
That's
in,
ball.
and that is ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouled off. He was late. Not close with that one. 2-2. And that's a strikeout looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. And there's a hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
1 down. And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
1-0.
And misses inside. Cut on and lifted in the air. Marsh moves under it. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Willie Castro.
This is Willie Castro. 1 for 3.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Yeah.
Late on that fastball.
Well, a come and
0-1.
get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And that one fouled off.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Checks his swing. Now with appeal to third. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Griffin Jacks.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game, and now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. That one finds the zone, That's strike one.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Here's Turner now. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Jorge Alcala warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Outside low. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
And that one fouled off. In the air, center field. And there's 2 down.
The first baseman, number 3.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Harper now. 0 for 3 in this one. That one in there across the letters. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Twins 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Matt Strong.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
At the plate, Carlos Correa. And that's off
inside. That's
the inside edge. 1-0. This to center field. Marsh running hard. Grabs it on the run. And there's one away.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
One down, runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. A couple of walks and a strikeout. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Bader runs. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. There's a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Bader runs. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. Bader comes in to score. And it's an RBI single. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Two outs, runner on first. Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. And that's a little high. Two outs. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Jose Alvarado, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Ruiz, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Here's a 1-1.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one.
Hey!
And there's a ball.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ty France in the on-deck circle, hoping for a chance.
3 strikeouts for him already, but that would be forgotten if he can get to the plate and make a difference right here.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Matt Strom is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Jose Ruiz on to pitch out of the pen here. First and second, 2 outs. France now at the plate, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And that's off the outside edge. Ball one.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
And that one misses up and in. And now 2-0. Walner at second. Lewis at first. 2 out of the inning. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Jose Miranda. A critical at bat in this game for him. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. So they're all loaded up. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Squeezes it, and that ends the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. 2-2 game. You're dialed into the show. Harrison Bader. He's out in left field getting loose there as he enters the game on defense now. Also into the ball game, Edouard Julien. He'll play second. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Nick Castellanos. He's already homered in this game. Jax back to work. Right through there for a strike. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Yohan Duran warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli.
That missed. That's a ball. 1-1.
And a count 1-2. Next offering is outside. This to third. And Castellanos is out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
So digging in, Alec Bohm. And the first pitch misses for ball one. On the ground right side, Julien tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Max Kepler, the next to hit. High in the air, out to right. Walner brings it in, and that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. We are tied 2-2. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. First pitch, not close. Movement in the bullpen. Jose Alvarado, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. On the ground, right side. Stop. In plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Up next for the Twins, the designated hitter, Willie.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Willie Castro. That one pulled foul. One down, base is empty. That one off the mark, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Outside low. It's 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. And he hits a ground ball right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Number 4, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
And now it's going to be Carlos Correa. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock, and that puts the winning run on first.
Well, here we go. Winning run is on base with 2 away. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now Bader up to the plate. Entered as a pinch runner. So this is his first plate appearance, and it comes here in the 9th. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Two outs, but the winning run is at first. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Yohan Duran. Runner in scoring position, no outs. JT Realmuto digs in now. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Fought off foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Good eye in that spot.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
And now it's 1-2. That's inside.
That's
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And takes low for ball one. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. And a swing and a miss there.
1-2. Count.
Misses inside. And it's 2-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. On the ground right side, Julian. And the Phillies are set down in order. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the bottom of inning number 10. We are tied 2-2. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Jose Alvarado. Byron Buxton getting ready to hit.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
1 ball, no strike.
Man at second. That one's in there, and the count 1-1. And there's a ball. Swing and a drive by Buxton. Deep to left. Kepler going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt Wallner.
And now Matt Wallner.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
On a line. Drops into the glove. 2 away now. Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
On the ground, out to short. Dives and keeps it on the infield. Got him. Nice play. And that may have saved a run.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Back in Minnesota, we're in extras here. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Marsh headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
No outs. Runner at first. Trey Turner now. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. On a line, base hit. Around second is Schwarber, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And here is Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Schwarber at third. Turner on at first with nobody out. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's hard hit on the line. Nabs it. Runner tags for home. The relay. It's offline. The run comes in, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Yohan Duran departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. On the mound now for the Twins, Jorge Alcala.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Next to hit, Nick Castellanos. On the ground to third, but it kicks foul. Man at first, one away. Pickoff throw, and Turner's back in. Turner runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. One out and a runner at second. Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And Turner's back in. Boom. The next to hit takes outside. Swings through that one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th. It's the Phillies 4 and the Twins 2. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jordan Romano.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here is Ty France. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Tying run at the plate. Right through there for a strike. So now 1-2.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
The 1-2. And that's outside. And that misses off the outside edge.
That's a really good take.
Edouard Julien in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man at second. Goes down looking.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
The tying run at the plate. And that's in the dirt.
1-1.
And that one fouled off. And that one moves his feet. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Down to the last out for the Twins. Here's the catcher to hit, Ryan Jeffers.
Well, you got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. And now 2-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Man on second, 2 down. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2.
Romano is just 1 strike away. Got him! And that is the ball game.
Well, I love the fact they didn't quit. They had to do a little extra work tonight to secure this win, but it's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball club.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB.